amazing information. This room's going to fill up with probably a few hundred more people over the next 30 minutes or so as people start pouring into the room. But let's go ahead and get our cameras on. Let me see who we got in the room. We have Kelly with us. Hey, Kel, good to see you. Tracy, Deborah, good to see you. Who else we got? Sophia, good to see you. Cindy, who else? Sequoia, good to see you. We got Key is back. I'm sorry, Key. I think I called you Kay the other day. What's up, Key? Good to see you. Who else we got in the room? Who else we got in the room with us? We got Joyce and Joyce Wallace. We got Joyce's iPhone and Joyce Wallace. Mark Johnson, Mel, good to see you. Mandy, good to see you. Erica, is it Mary? We got Dr. Arlene. All right, welcome in, everybody. So, number one, get your camera on as fast as possible because I'm starting off today with the giveaway. Coach, I didn't ask for permission. I'm just doing it. I'm starting off today with the giveaway. So, get your cameras on. One person who has their camera on is going to win something unique real quick. All right, let me see who we got. All right, this is what I'm going to do because Coach is going to be using Chat GPT a lot this week. Coach, I'm going to give somebody a month of Chat GPT paid version of it, the paid premium version, so they don't have to worry for the next 30 days about that investment. All right, so let's go ahead and give away a month of Chat GPT so you can start off this challenge right because we're going to be using a lot of it for one person who has their camera on. Here we go. Everybody type drum roll in the chat. Here we go. Drum roll, please. The winner of our 1 month of Chat GPT is Gloria Arthur. Everybody get it up for Gloria Arthur real quick. Gloria, congratulations. That's what happens when you're in the room with your camera on, y'all. And you got your
But
background on. What's up, Miss Gloria? How's it going? You excited for this week? Uh-oh, we got you. You muted yourself.
wait,
There
I'm
we go.
very
Are you excited
excited
for
for
this
this
week?
week. Yes, but I have the page chat GBT. So um I think you should give it to somebody else.
All right, let's do that. If you do not have ChatGPT paid version, just go ahead and put me in the chat. Let's see. All right, y'all, we're gonna do it one more time. Thank you so much for being so kind. I love that. Everybody give it up for her. She's so amazing. So amazing. So here we go. The winner is, y'all ready? Gotta have your camera on though. Tawny Henson. Shout out to Tawny Henson for winning. Congratulations, team. Take a screenshot of Miss Henson so we can go ahead and send her a month of ChatGPT. We'll just like probably Venmo you or Cash App you some cash so you can go ahead and buy that. So thank you so much. But y'all, we're gonna be doing some giveaways this week. Make sure you're here with your camera on, you're present, because this is gonna be what it's all about, learning about AI, grants, but then having fun while doing it. All right. So this session, I just want to kind of set the tone. We have some individuals in the room here that are brand new to the ecosystem. You just jumped in. I just want to say welcome. My name is Michael. I'm going to be your co-host this week. And Coach is going to be leading us through 5 days. Everybody put a 5 in the chat. You know that this is going to be a 5-day event. 5-day event. We got 5 days together. All right. 5 days together. And some of y'all just got a Zoom link. So I want to talk briefly before Coach comes up and does Q&A because we're going to be doing Q&A for an hour, about 45 to 60 minutes. And then every single day, Coach is going to be leading us in a crazy, amazing session. All right, so we got 45 minutes of Q&A, and then Coach is going to come in and give us a lesson. Now, before we go any further, a few things. There's some of y'all here, you just got a Zoom link because you're like, man, Coach K, you text me, and I was like, I got to get in this room. If you haven't officially registered yet, I want to encourage you to do so. Team, can we drop the link in the chat so you all can go, so everybody can go officially register? This is a free event. We've decided this was actually supposed to be a paid event, and then Coach K said, you know what? I'm going to make general admission for free because I want to make sure we go into the summer with people actually having some momentum. So the team's going to drop the AI and grants website for you guys to go to officially register because I don't want you to go and come to me and say, Michael, I missed day 2 because I couldn't find the link. I want you to be able to get the notification. So team, go ahead and drop, not the VIP, drop just the grants and AI. There we go. The one that Reach dropped. Reach, drop that one for me real quick. Now you can get the VIP, which I'm going to talk about in just a second, but go ahead and at least save your free seat. Now, on the second page, there is an upgrade where you can get VIP for only $97, all right? Or on that page, I believe you can select it, all right? So you can go free or you can do the $97. I want to let you all know VIP, if you're here, you're going to get lifetime access to the replays. So we got you. So you don't have to worry about it. I know it's going to be a long week. We got day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're VIP, you get lifetime access to the challenge replays, okay? Plus, we're going to give you first priority to ask Coach K questions. So on that link that the team is dropping in the chat, you can go ahead and choose free or choose the VIP. We recommend the VIP so that you don't have to worry about rushing and wondering, oh, am I gonna get the replays? You're guaranteed the replays with VIP. All right. Now, a few other things for you all. If you're a lifetime member of Coach K's community, we're gonna auto upgrade you this week. Once we send you the access, or once we send out the replay access, we're going to upgrade you and make sure lifetime you're taken care of. So lifetime members of Coach K's community, we got you. Or if you're an inner circle member of Coach K, we got you. You're going to be auto upgraded. Don't worry about it. You're covered. Okay. So I'm excited. Make sure you go to aiandgrants.com, aiandgrants.com, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to hopefully see you on the registrant list so you get notifications this week. But this is what I want to do. If you have a friend or a family member that needs grant funding, they need to learn AI, they need to learn business, I would recommend everybody send this to a friend right now. Let's pause and everybody send this to a family member or a friend. You can send them to aiandgrants.com or you can just send them this Zoom link. But let's get them in this room so we can ensure that we're helping as many people as possible win grant funding. Because y'all, Coach K is about to blow your mind. Every time she does these challenges, people walk away and say, Coach, where were you my whole life? Where were you? I need you. I needed you like yesterday. Where were you? So go ahead and send this to a friend. And once you've done that, go ahead and put invited in the chat, just so me and Coach know that you actually went and you were an action taker and you invited a few people. So go ahead, share this link with a few friends, send them the Zoom link, send them to aiandgrants.com and put the word invited in the chat. Nikki said sent, Sequoia says sent, Danae says sent, let's go. Yolanda says, I just invited. Chrissy says, I just invited, let's go, let's go. I love it. So with that being said, y'all, I'm excited. Are you all excited for Coach K? You all excited for Coach K? Let's go ahead. I'm about to go crazy because you all don't understand the level of information. If this is your first time being in the room with Coach K, just put first time in the chat. If this is your first time learning, don't lie to me. If this is your first time ever learning from Coach K, put first time. Let's go. Jennifer says first time. Nidra says first time. Look at it. Look at it. We got some new faces in the room. I love it. So without further ado, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and welcome up to the stage. I'm going to start off with her intro video so you all understand who you're in the room with. But let's go ahead and welcome up Miss Coach K. Let's go.
Get money, don't make no money.
When you see me and you say grants, people immediately say
Coach K.
Coach K.
Coach K.
Coach K is phenomenal.
I believe in what you're teaching.
I drove 14 hours to make it to Atlanta, man, to tap in with Coach K.
I have been searching for someone to show me the correct foundation for my business. I have that now.
Never dreamed of starting your own business or taking your business to the next level? Then listen to this.
Business coach and grant strategist, Jaquinta Coach K. Prim.
Start putting your hands together. I want to hear some hand claps from my girl, Coach K.
it was absolutely impactful. My life is forever changed. I educate my entrepreneurs inside of my program to always just lead with their impact.
You know what we about to do? We about to apply. We about to go crazy.
I had closed on $1 million deal for Wells Fargo. So I closed on $1 million deal and I got a t-shirt in return. So at that moment, I knew that I was fired into freedom. I locked in on my dreams and my vision.
I have been a single mother for 4 years, and I have been poor for 4 years, and I've been looking for a way out.
There wasn't a resource out there that showed me step by step how to get grants. So I have a community and I teach and educate entrepreneurs how to actually win grants for their business.
Best investment ever.
If you're ready to make an extra 6 to 7 figures in your business, say ready.
You deserve this money that's out there.
This has been the most amazing experience.
One opportunity can give you everything you need to change your life.
So the fact that I got this opportunity to be in front of a mogul, a entrepreneur who have blessed and helped a lot of people to grow their business, that was just so real moment for me.
We don't get grants because of our industry, we get grants because of our impact. Miss Emma, that's in Memphis, Tennessee, for profit, she received 2 grants for $500,000 as well. Those excuses that you keep telling yourself are the reason you're not at the destination of success.
I'm fired up.
I feel so blessed that she was fired into freedom.
Scared money don't make no money. Scared money don't make no money. Scared money don't make no money.
I believe in what you're teaching, and I just want to say thank you.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I need some energy in the chat. Give me some energy in the chat. Welcome to day one of the Grants in AI Summit, Grants in AI Challenge, you guys. Welcome to day one. I am super excited about what we are going to unlock over these next couple of days and how I'm going to be able to pour into you, support you, and help you understand what grants are, how to get them, and how to make sure you're taking full advantage of the opportunities out here and available for you. So what I want to do for the next hour, 45 minutes or so for the VIP that's in the room, I'm going to allow you to come up. We're going to do some questions. Now, let me set some rules. Let me set some rules. There are going to be a lot of people that have questions. And so when you come up, you have to say, my name is, my question is. You cannot give me the backstory. You cannot go into all of the amazing details about your business. You're going to have to go directly into my name is, my question is. If I have to cut you off, if I have to mute you, I'm not being rude. I want to make sure that we're able to respect the room and I'm able to get to as many people as possible. One question, my name is, my question is. If you have a second question, if you have a second part to the question, you have to raise your hand and circle back around. And if we have more time, we'll answer those questions. All right. So let's go ahead and get this Q&A started. This is one of my favorite parts of the challenge because I get to answer questions and customize it to your business. If you're not VIP, you definitely want to make sure you're upgrading so we can answer the questions that you have. So if you're VIP, go ahead and use the raise your hand feature at the bottom. Raise your hand. My team is going to bring you up. My name is, my question is. Let's lock in. And you want to make sure your camera is on. The people who have their cameras on, they get priority. Let's lock in, team. I'm ready.
All right, let's go ahead. Bring up Jessica. Hey, Jess.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Ithaca, actually. And my question is, I need to know which EIN is going to be beneficial for me for my mobile home business.
So there's only one EIN. So it doesn't matter the type of entity you have, you only establish one EIN with the IRS. Are you referring to which structure or which entity you should have? Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to unlock that today because the structure and the foundation of your business is super important. The structure and the foundation of your business is super important. So we're going to go over step by step, the different type of entities, which entity is best for you. Most of the time, an LLC is the best option, but there are other entities available, and we're going to uncover that today. Thank you for that.
All right, Faith, you are up.
Hello. Hi. My name is Faith Marie, and I currently have a for-profit senior placement agency, and I want to know, can I get like a caregiver grant, or should I open a non-for-profit to get that grant to train caregivers for the community?
Good question. You don't have to be a nonprofit to get grants. So with the LLC or the entity that you have, you can use that to get access to grants. So we're going to unlock how with the entity you have, you can get access to grant funding using and leveraging that.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
All right, Dr. Adrian, you're up.
Hello, my name is Dr. Adrian. My question is, I have a 501(c) that I've had for 25 years, and my new business, which is 2 years, I just started to get.
Dr. Adrian, you got to give me the backstory. I need the question.
Sorry, I just want to know, how do I go about getting funding for a sober house? And should I do it under the nonprofit, my church, or should I do it under my business?
Good question. So if your business has a hand in the sober house and is helping with the sober house, then you can do it under the business and the entity that you have. If that is only under the nonprofit and the 501c3 that you have, then you have to do it under the nonprofit. But
I haven't added it yet. Sorry, I just wanted to
okay,
make sure.
so
I just wanted to know.
if you haven't added it yet, then what I would do is I would add a collaboration piece where it's working with both your for-profit and your nonprofit. So both entities are actually helping. And then I would use that as a strategy. So if there's a grant out there that says you have to be a for-profit, you apply with your for-profit. If there's a grant out there that says you have to be a nonprofit, then you apply with your nonprofit. So you can actually add it under both.
Thank you.
All right, good question.
All right, Shakita, you're up.
Alrighty. Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, good seeing you.
Yes, good seeing you too. So I have an AI consulting and solution design company, and my question is, I'm starting software as a service. I have 3 products that I'm testing with
You're
people.
giving me the backstory. I need the question.
And
Sorry.
so my question is, what's the best grants to go after when you're starting a new product to
Good
help
question.
fund it and grow it?
Good question. So what I like about this challenge is we're going to show you how to unlock grants because of your impact. So we get grants because of our impact and the things that we're doing, not necessarily because of the industry that we're in. So love that you're in AI, love that you're in tech, love that you're going to have products that you're going to support people with. But what we're going to uncover is what your problem statement is. What problem does your business solve? That's what's going to get you access to grants. But I'm also going to show you how to take the business that you have and any grant that's out there, or most grants that are out there, how to connect your mission with their mission to position yourself to get access to almost any grants that you see. So I'm going to show you how to unlock that over the next couple of days.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, Zoom user, you're sitting outside in the beautiful sunshine.
Oh, wait, is that me?
It is. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, thank you for having me. I love this. My question, um, I'm I'm in the initial stage. I finally got my LLC straightened out, and now I want to get into doing my Duns and Bradstreet and all those things.
Okay.
Now, is that now?
Go ahead. Go. I need you to go straight into the question for me. You're giving me the backstory.
Sorry. Now, does my personal credit reflect onto that Duns and Bradstreet in order to get a better score with Duns and Bradstreet?
Good question. Duns and Bradstreet, your personal credit will not impact your Duns and Bradstreet score. What you're going to have to do is build relationships with companies like NAV or Credit Strong or eCredible, and they're going to report directly to Duns and Bradstreet, and it's going to support you with building a business credit score. Good question.
I see. Thank you.
You're welcome. You guys remember my name is, my question is, so I can get to as many questions as possible. If I stop you, I promise I'm not being rude. I promise you I'm not a mean person, but I want to get to as many people as possible in the room. What's up, Regina? I can't hear you.
Hey, Regina, you have to unmute for us. We just requested that you unmute yourself. While you work on that, just for the sake of speed here, let's go with Mandy, and then we'll come right back to you, Regina.
Hey there, I'm Mandy Piper. You can hear me okay?
I can.
Okay, perfect. So my question is, when choosing your business name, what is the best route to go as far as using something more simple, like using your last name incorporated, or?
So there are several different strategies to this. It depends on the type of business that you have. There's nothing wrong with naming the business based off of the industry that you're in and what you're doing. If you're not sure, maybe you want a general LLC. There are people who use their first and last name just to get started. So it could be Mandy LLC. It could be whatever you desire. It could be your business name. So if you want something, if you're unsure or uncertain about the name that you want to pick, or maybe the direction that you want to go in business, but you want to go ahead and establish an entity now, your first name, last name is always a great option.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
No problem. Great question.
All right, Regina, let's try one more time. And if this doesn't work, you may have to hop out of Zoom and hop back in. Oh, there we go.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. I've been working on my computer till now all weekend. So in the consulting class, my best option is going to be like service and technology to apply for grants. Is that correct?
So whatever business that you have, you can apply for grants. It doesn't matter what type of business you have. So if you're a service-based business, you can apply for grants. If you are consulting and coaching, you can apply for grants. So whatever business that you desire to start and create, you can apply for grants for.
Okay, I'm just thinking that's going to do the most impact.
Every business can have an impact. My job this week is to show you what your impact is to help you figure out how your business is going to solve a problem. It doesn't matter what business you have. We've had people, I've had a daycare center get almost like $500,000. I've had a young lady who has an ice cream shop get grants. So it doesn't matter what type of business you have, you can get awarded a grant.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome.
You've answered my question. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, Miss Sylvia.
Hey, Miss Sylvia.
Hi, my name is Sylvia Haynes, and I have an LLC in the state of Arizona, just recently relocated to California. Can I use that LLC here in California to do my business out of?
Yes, what you would need to do is called a foreign entity agreement. What state did you say you were coming from?
Arizona.
Arizona. Yep. So what you would need to do is a foreign entity agreement. So it's basically letting California know that, hey, I'm doing business here as well. However, do your research and make sure that that's going to be beneficial for you because some states have very high taxes when it comes to businesses. So if you are an online-based business and it makes sense for you to keep it in Arizona, then it might be, you might just need to keep it there because your online-based business and your headquarters can be anywhere. But when it make sure that it's going to benefit you on the tax side, and if it does, then you'll just do what's called a foreign entity agreement, and that's letting California know that, hey, I have a business in Arizona, but I'm also going to do business here as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Mr. Sam, good to see you again.
Hey, greetings, and Coach K, you're not being rude or mean by wanting us to get to the question, right? Okay, my name
I promise you I'm not.
Okay, my name is Sam Nixon, and since you're going to show us how to do our profit business and our nonprofit together in a maximizing the way, my question is, will you also be giving us some tips for how to leverage that when we're working domestically and internationally in terms of as we link them to maximize?
We do touch on nonprofit and for-profit collaborations very briefly. There's not a lot in this Grants and AI challenge, but what I can do is I can show you how AI can support you with that. I can plug that in to show you how AI can support you with that to enhance your global and international impact. I can do that for you.
Okay, yeah, because my LLC is there, but the nonprofit, I'm going to create it. And as you were mentioning to the earlier to the person that you would show us how to make sure we can maximize the link. So that's what I meant.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. All right.
Awesome. Thank you. What's up, Brian?
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. So my name is Brian Lucy. I'm a real estate investor, and I'm trying to get grants to buy like equipment and stuff, not for buying houses necessarily.
Gotcha. So you want to know if there are grants out there available for you?
Sorry, I'm sorry. Say again.
Your question is, are there grants available to buy equipment?
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. So when it comes to getting access to grants, we give a budget. And inside of our budget, whatever we need to make our business and our brand grow, that's what we do. So if buying equipment is going to help your business and your brand grow to solve a problem, you put that inside of your budget to show these companies that, hey, this is the business I have. This is the problem that I want to solve, but I need this equipment to go out and solve the problem.
Okay. And
yeah,
I did.
So you just put it inside of your budget.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I got you.
Right.
I'm going to show you how to build out a budget.
Okay. Thank you.
What's up, Tanya? Or is it Tanya?
Tanya, but Tanya, anyone is fine. Thanks.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. So my name is Tanya, and my question is, can you use a virtual address for more than one business?
I wouldn't encourage it. Reason
You would
being,
not? Sorry, I didn't
no,
hear.
I would
Okay.
not. I would not encourage it. Reason being is because your virtual address is going to have a business name associated with it. If mail comes for another business that's not associated with that address, they could reject it. So you could miss out on communication. So I would just make the investment into establishing it as its own entity and get its own virtual address or virtual office.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't want to mispronounce this, but it's Finn. I like that book in your hand.
Yeah, it's Fini Conde.
Fini Conde.
Yes.
Did I say that right? Fini Conde.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. My question is, I want to start up. Actually, I have all my LLC. I have my LLC, my EIN number, and everything, and I have my address, my business address and website. My question is, I want to start up non-emergency medical transportation.
Okay.
Is there a grant there out there for me?
Yes. We have a young man by the name of Mr. Birch inside of our community. He received a $150,000 grant for his non-emergency medical transportation company. So yes, you can get a grant for any business. If your hand is raised because you want to know if your business can get a grant, you can lower your hand because the answer is yes. Any business can qualify and get access to grants. I told you guys, like, we have somebody in our community, she has a ice cream business. Like, she sells and makes ice cream and she got a grant. We have somebody that has an Airbnb, they got a grant. So you can get a grant for any business. I joke all the time and I say, I looked online one day to see if I could get a grant for a wedding, and there's grants to get married. So there's grants available for anything. So if your hand is raised because your question is, can you get a grant for your business? The answer is absolutely yes. My job this week is to show you where to find those grants, how to get approved for those grants, and how to position yourself as the most qualified candidate to win the grants.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for that purchase.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. What's up, Miss Adams?
Hello. Let me make sure I'm unmuted. Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, great. I have two LLCs. The first LLC supports the technology of the second LLC. So should I be applying for grants for both of these LLCs?
Absolutely, yes. Each entity you have, each EIN number that you have should be applying for grants.
Okay. I've been just doing the one, but I know now I should be doing both.
Do it for
Okay,
both.
great. Thank
and
you.
do the same application for both unless they tell you different. So if you apply for the Grow Your Reach grant, which is Michael Tucker's grant, apply for it for both companies because one company might stand out more than the other. All right. Thank you, Miss Adams.
Yes, thank you.
Coach, why are you telling them to make more work for me? Come on, Coach. Carrie, you're up.
Thanks. I'm Sherry, actually, but that's okay. So quick question. It's probably more advantageous to set up the LLC in like a non-taxable or non-state tax state. Is it or is it not? I was just kind of curious. It doesn't need to be
Good
the
question.
state we live in, right?
So your question is, should you set it up in a state that doesn't have taxes?
Right. Or
That
the
is-
state we don't
that-
live in.
That is completely on you. I don't give tax advice. I give a lot of advice, but when it comes to taxes, that is not my thing. So what I would encourage you to do is, if that's your question, we do have, I might be telling too much too soon, but we do have a guest speaker that's going to come in and talk about tax LLC and the importance of structuring your business, and they can also answer some tax questions as well, as far as what states are the best to set up your business in. My team is probably going to get me for telling you guys that secret so early, but I think it's important that you actually have a conversation with somebody who can understand your full picture of what you're trying to do, because you don't want to do something that could hurt or harm your business. So I think that's like a one-off answer, and I'll just hang tight and I'll give you the information of our partners and what day they're going to come and how they can support you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, team.
Yolanda.
Hi.
Hi.
And Margaret. No, when I formed my LLC, I hired a company to do it, one that you recommend, but they screwed it up. They put a word in there that should not have been in there. And I
and make them
tried
change
to
it.
tell them. I said,
So is your question how to change it?
should I get it changed?
Yeah, if it's something that you don't want in your business and it's impacting the name of the business, you can
Well,
call
it's
them and have
me getting
you.
my EINs. What's happening?
Okay, so you can couple of things you can do. You can amend the name with the Secretary of State. Um, you can amend the name with the Secretary of State. I would call them and ask them maybe why they did the other name instead of the one you had or the one you requested. It's possible that the name you requested wasn't available. So maybe they made an executive decision and picked the name on your behalf, possibly. But you can always amend the name with the state and tell them to change it and also make sure that you're updating it with the IRS as well.
Okay, yeah, because I'm still waiting
So
for my EIN. It's been well over 30 days.
yeah, just contact the state and do the amendment, and then just contact the company that serviced you, and then just let them know that there's an issue with the name and you want to make the amendment as well.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. I see some questions still in the chat about what about this business, what about that business. It doesn't matter what business it is, you can get a grant. It just says Jay. How you doing? Hello. It says Jay. You have a mask on.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Hi, my name is Chiquila, and my question is, if you have two businesses and both businesses require a business vehicle and you get a grant, are you able to get only one vehicle to service both businesses
Good
if you
question.
use part of both grants
Good
for it?
question. Good question. So your question is, if you get awarded a grant and you purchase a business vehicle, can you use it for both companies?
Correct.
Yes, you can. I would just communicate that with the grantor and say, hey, I love, I thank you for awarding me the $50,000 grant. This is the vehicle that I purchased with it, but I do have another business that would potentially use this as well. And I think that'd be 100% fine.
Thank
Just
you. Appreciate
communication.
Okay, thank you.
Hi,
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. My name is
Good.
Nicole, and my question is, does it matter how long your LLC has been established to make an amendment to it?
No, ma'am. You can make an amendment the day after if you need to. Just contact your Secretary of State. They'll send you the form to make the amendment. Or if it's like some states are online, like Florida and New York, they have online services. But yeah, you can make an amendment whenever.
Awesome. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good question. All right, let's go with Butterfly.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Butterfly, and my question is, Coach K, at what point would you recommend transitioning from an LLC to maybe an S corporation?
Good question. Good question. When you make about $60,000 to $75,000 in profit in your business, it's possible that it is beneficial for you to change your tax filing status to an S corp when you have revenue and profit, not just revenue, but profit in your business.
Okay, thank you.
Great question. What's up, Jennifer?
Hi. Okay, so I'm gonna piggyback off the foreign entity question. So if I have a business in Florida, Georgia,
You got to give me the backstory. Go straight to the question for me.
If I have a business in 3 different states, can I still get grants in all those different states as a foreign entity?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Thank you.
Good question. What's up, Nikki?
Uh-oh, can y'all hear me? Hello?
How you been?
Great. Today's my birthday. Yay.
Happy
Actually,
birthday.
tomorrow. It's tomorrow, April 28th. Yay, I'll be 51. Okay,
Happy
so my name
birthday.
thank you. So my name's Nikki, and I applied for a grant last night. I think it was the Amber or something.
Okay,
And
so
I
one,
went to play.
Nikki, you about to give me the backstory. So one, we don't apply for the Amber grant because they charge a fee. We never pay fees to apply for a grant.
That was you answered. Okay.
Okay.
That about or nothing. Okay.
Yeah, never pay application. Now the Amber grant If I was to pay an application fee for a grant, it would
Mhm.
be the Amber grant.
Okay.
So it's not terrible that you did it because they're like a replica.
Reputable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't talk today, but they they're an amazing company. They
Okay.
show who they give the grant money to. It would be
Right.
the only grant that I would recommend paying a fee for, but we don't pay
Mhm.
application fees.
Oh, well, and that's something. But that's my first one I ever did.
That's all right. You know now. That's the importance of being inside of the 5-day challenge, so I can show you strategies to make sure
Okay.
that you're not paying application fees going forward.
And how do we know like how much to pay? Like
You
for
never
the
pay. You
I mean
never
not to
pay.
pay. I mean how much do we tell them that we want to get? How do we know? Do we do like
Each
a
grant
price?
is going to be different. They're going to tell you how much the grant is for. So if they say
Mhm.
this grant is for $25,000, we're requesting the $25,000. If they say this
Okay.
grant is for $1 million, we're telling them how we're going to use the $1 million. So each grant is going to be different.
Okay.
Good
All
question.
right.
What's up, Lisa?
Hello, I wanted to know, my name is Lisa, and my question is there somewhere inside the community that we can find information on how to protect our online website?
I don't think there's anything inside of the community on how to protect your online website. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. I don't know if we spoke on it or touched on it. Are you referring to like just protecting your name, like trademark, your copyright? Are you referring to that, like your wording, your verbiage, making sure nobody steals your information, or making sure that
Making
it's
sure they don't steal my website idea. But somebody, Wesley, says that he can in the chat says that he can help with that.
okay? So okay, okay, awesome. So I don't think there's anything inside of the community that directly touches on that. But that might be something we can add in as we can have somebody come in. I'll get with Tucker and see who we have on the team that can come inside and just do a mini course for you guys. I'll do that
Okay,
for you.
great.
Yep,
Thank you.
I got you.
Okay.
Tucker gonna send me a message like, why are you giving me all this work? Hey, Mr. Brown.
Hey, how you doing, Coach K?
Good.
Quick question. Of course, my name is James. My question is, I'm in a kind of an interesting spot, and I'm trying to move my businesses forward. I am
Gotcha.
trying to find information within the community about building out my business plan because I revamped my websites.
Good question. We're gonna go over your business plan today. I got you.
Cool. All right, thank you.
What's up, Miss Vera?
Hey, Coach K.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I have a quick question. My name is Vera. I have two LLCs. When I did my taxes, the nonprofit
Vera.
is totally different, right?
Yeah, the nonprofit is different. Yes.
Is that a pass-through entity? It's totally separate from you personally, right?
Yes, absolutely. Uh-huh.
Okay. A whole new world I'll be
A
entering.
whole
Okay,
new world.
thanks.
Vera, I
Thanks.
got a question for you. Do you have a website?
I do.
You already have a website. Do you love it? Can I use you for an example tonight to build out a website?
Yeah.
I can?
Yes.
Okay, what's the business again?
Coach Vera's Slow and Steady Health Program. Let me put it in here because you're not
Send
gonna.
me just DM me on here. The name of it, your brand colors, and what you do. Just send me a DM on here. And I got you.
Got it. Thank you.
Yep. All right. What's up, Maggie?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can.
Hi, my name is Maggie. And my question is, okay, so I work in a barbershop, so I was trying to see should I change my LLC address into the shop that I work at or keep it in the because it was my address, but I moved from
Yes.
there.
If you have a building where you actually have a business and your business is inside of a building, like a brick and mortar space, use the building that you're already paying rent at.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Good question. And you guys, today what I'm going to do, if you're VIP, every day throughout the challenge, I am going to use one person as an example inside of VIP. So today I'm going to build out a website for Vera, and then I'm going to actually give her that website and she can actually go use it. Tomorrow, it might be a grant proposal. The day after that, it might be a business plan. You never know. So if you are VIP, this is going to be a bonus for you. If you're VIP, I'm just going to randomly select people and show them, thank you, Vera, and show them what to, and use them as a demo. Use them as a demo. What's up, Mr. Dale?
Hi, Coach K. Can you hear me?
I can.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. My question is, well, my name is Dale. My question is, how does having a business license enhance your opportunity for funding?
Having a business license does not enhance your opportunity for funding. You want to, the business license is important, but your LLC, like your legal entity, that's what's going to enhance your chance of getting funding and then the impact that you're going to make.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Sorry.
Sammy, you're up.
Hey, how are you? Hello.
Hi. Sorry,
Hi, how are you?
I was muted. I'm good. How are you?
Good.
My question, I'm Sammy. My question is, I have, I'm trying to do the grant proposal through AI and feeding it the information. And it
Uh-huh.
seems like the more I feed it, the more it's getting away from what my
Gotcha.
original.
So go straight to the question for me?
How would I reword my, I guess, info to AI to make it more accurate and more available for like what grants want to see?
Gotcha. So my job this week is to show you how to take your ideas, the answers, the things that you are incorporating in your business, plug it into ChatGPT, make sure it sounds like you and your tone and your style, and how it can and how to really like make sure that it is aligned with the grantors. Also, I am going to do a demo on AI on ChatGPT versus Claude. There are some people that are transitioning over to Claude, and I personally think when it comes to writing your grant proposals, Claude might be a better option than ChatGPT. If you're answering a quick question, then ChatGPT might be the best option for you. So I'm gonna do a whole battle between ChatGPT and Claude over the next couple of days, and that might be the best option for you.
Okay, thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you. I appreciate you. What's up, Julia?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can.
Well, hello, my name is Julia, but I go by Ms. Mechanic. I've been a mechanic of 11 years. Pleasure to meet you. You're phenomenal. I love your energy. You're a
Thank
fabulous,
you.
phenomenal woman. Thank you for being here and talking because I am lost all the time. Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to create an app right now for a nonprofit. I had to change it from a profit to a nonprofit.
Miss
So
Julia, you're giving me a little too much backstory. I need you to go straight to the question for
I
me.
got you. I got you. I wanted to know, I've heard that it was not a good thing to have one building or one set address or one business where you can do nonprofit and profit.
So
Is
your
that
question
true or
is,
untrue? Should they be two different entities or should it be, can I use one entity
if it's
to tackle both?
if it's your address, like if you own the building or even if you're renting the building, you can use it for your for-profit and your nonprofit. There's nothing wrong with using it for your for-profit. So for example, my child care center was a for-profit. We would charge the nonprofit to host meetings inside of our child care center, and that was a way for us to show the collaboration and show the things that our for-profit and our nonprofit was doing together, because we would actually host the meetings there. So there's nothing wrong with having the same address for your for-profit or nonprofit. Now, it can't be the same virtual address or the same virtual office, but if it's your space, like you rent it or you own it, absolutely you can use it.
Okay, thank you, because I heard that there were
Good
so many
question.
red flags. IRS, so
Good question. Thank you. What's up, Miss Priscilla?
Hello again. Yes, your energy is amazing. So glad to have the opportunity to ask you a question.
Thank you.
Um, So I am going to be creating a business, but I'd be using my son's name. And through the research, I found that it might be a good idea to trademark his name since it's going to be part of the business name and what I'm going to
I need
use
you
to
to,
get the
so
LLC.
the question is, should you trademark?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Anything that you love and want to protect, anything you love and you want to protect, you should trademark. So if you want to protect your name, and yes, you have an amazing, he's so handsome. If you want to
Thank
protect your
you.
name, if you want to protect his name, you want to make sure that nobody, like Blue Ivy is trademark. Nobody can put Blue Ivy's name on a shirt, on a pencil, or on a piece of paper. Like it's nobody can even, no one else can even name their child Blue Ivy. So yes, you should trademark.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you. What's up, Anthony?
Can you hear me?
I can.
So I have my business is in STEM mentorship.
Okay.
I have it currently as LLC, and I'm trying to see, do I need to switch that over to a nonprofit given what I do?
So you can't switch it over. It would be a completely new entity for you. However, there's nothing wrong with keeping it as the entity, keeping it as what you have. You know, if you have the mission to do, you know, more of an impact, you have the mission to help more and serve more and be more involved in the community, then adding on a leg or adding on a nonprofit as a leg is completely up to you. But you can do just as much with that for-profit that you have until you get to the space where you want to establish a nonprofit. So you don't have to change it, like dissolve the business that you have and create a nonprofit. You can keep it as it is.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So 1 second, you guys. I would ask that you guys not solicit inside of the chat. And I'm not taking away from what you do. You might be very amazing at what you do, but I haven't personally been able to vet the product or service that you offer. So I would ask that you not solicit inside of the chat. I would also ask that if you are interested in a product or service that someone has, maybe you communicate with it. I am not responsible for any thing that happens outside of the Grants and AI Challenge. So there's nothing wrong with collaboration, nothing wrong with sharing information. We are going to have a VIP networking night where you guys can actually come on camera and meet each other on camera. I would ask that you wait until that time where you can vet people, ask them questions, and share information at that point. So just try not to solicit in the chat. Don't drop any emails, phone numbers, or anything like that. And then let's wait till the VIP networking night to exchange information and talk about how we can collaborate together. I'm giving y'all too many secrets. My team is gonna get me because I'm not supposed to tell y'all this, but we will have a VIP networking night. Okay. What's up, Nikki?
Hello. I was wondering, because I want to have a resource center to help people like become their own entrepreneurs or become entrepreneurs. I don't know if that would be considered nonprofit or private.
So you can be, it's up to you. So the difference between a nonprofit and a for-profit, one, your nonprofit, you're going to have a board, which means you're going to have several other people that have to decide on what you do. Some people don't like that. They want to be their CEO. They want to run their business. They want to run their brand. A nonprofit is also a tax incentive and a tax benefit for you because there's no taxes associated with the nonprofit. So some people do it that way. However, as a for-profit company, if you end the year and you have $100,000 left over in your bank account at the end of the year, you can take that $100,000 and pretty much do whatever it is that you decide to do with it. However, if you're a nonprofit and you have $100,000 left over at the end of the year, you have to take that $100,000 and reinvest it back into the nonprofit. An LLC is the easiest thing to do. You don't have to have a board. You don't have to go through the process of getting tax exempt. For most entrepreneurs, starting out as an LLC or an LLC is the go-to. It's the easiest thing for you to do. Don't get caught up because sometimes it will stall you or halt you from actually taking action. And so now you got to go out and you got to find a board. And now that's another 2 months or another 3 months. And then you look up your 4, 5, 6 months into taking action. So in order for you to take action now, don't get caught up in the LLC or nonprofit or which one you should be. start the LLC, and as we grow as entrepreneurs and our business and our brand and our impact grows, then let's go back and grab the nonprofit.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
I hope that answered your question. What's up, Sarah?
Let's see. Oh, thanks for
I can
turning the
hear
audio
you.
on. Hey, Coach K, Sarah. My name is Sarah. My question is, I have two separate businesses that I'm working on. One is intended to be a national, the other one
Sarah,
international.
you're giving
Yeah.
me the backstory. I gotta get the question.
Well, the question is, be given that one of them's looking at international, the other one's national, are there specific states that I should be considering starting my business in? Because I know certain
Good
states are
question.
more
So
business friendly.
you want to know what state you should establish your LLCs or your
Correct.
establish your business in. That is
Yep.
completely up to you. Now, there are some states that have smaller fees when it comes to establishing your LLC. Kentucky is $40. Montana is $35. There are some states that allow you to be anonymous. When there are some states that allow you to be anonymous when establishing your entity, like Nevada or Wyoming. There are some states that are tax friendly. You have to make that decision. I can't make that decision for you because it depends on your business, your entity, your goals, and your impact. I am going to show you today, like the different states, what their fees is, and then you can go in and do research to figure out if they are tax friendly. So I'll break that down for you today, and you can just go from there.
Yep.
Good question. I think we got time for a couple of more. Let's see. What's up, Miss Alexander?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So my question is in regards to the nonprofit I have. I wanted to know if I can find grants for low income housing.
Yes, you can find grants for anything. So if your question is, can you find grants? Absolutely. So what we do is we have a budget, whether you're for profit or a nonprofit, you have to give the grant towards a budget. Anybody that you're applying for, you have to tell them how much money you need and where the money is going to go. Part of that inside of our budget could be housing for low income.
That's what it is.
That's just a line on your budget that talks about what you're going to do with the money. So you can say, I need $1 million grant. $200,000 of that is going towards housing for low income communities. And that's now included inside of your budget. So to answer your question, absolutely. Yes, ma'am, you can.
And they allow you to purchase homes with that and rehab them and okay.
Yeah.
Because I had the hardest time trying to find it. Okay. Thank you.
So you don't find, so this is the thing. If you go on Google and say, I need a grant for low income housing, you're not gonna find it.
I didn't.
But you will find a grant. You will find a grant for community development. You will find a grant for, there might just be for nonprofits in general. So then we go give them our budget. And in our budget, we show them what we're going to do with the grant. This is why I say don't look for grants because of your industry. You look for grants because of your impact. So with this low income housing, are we helping single mothers? Are we helping domestic violence victims? Are we helping youth? All of these are categories for you to get access to grants. So there might be a grant out there that's $100,000 grant. And it's a grant for the youth. So now you talk about how you're going to take some of this housing and give youth like a new chance or a new opportunity. So you have to position yourself as the qualified candidate for the grant. There's not going to be any grants that you see for low income housing. You have to become the person that they want to fund.
I understand.
All right. Hey, Miss Olga, and then we'll do Miss Joanne, and then we'll get into the main session of today. Yes, this will be recorded. It's going to be inside of VIP. Yes, it's going to be recorded. What's up, Miss Olga?
Yeah, I have a question. How are you, first of all?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I have a question. You talked about the LLC versus the S corp. What is the advantage of the S corp?
Yep, I'm going to break it down today. But basically, when you have revenue in your business, there are certain tax benefits that could be beneficial for you as an S corp. Sometimes people want the tax incentive. Sometimes people want to be able to pay themselves in a different strategy. And an S corp might be beneficial for you in that stance. You don't need to be an S corp until you have profit in your business. When you have profit in your business, then an S corp is beneficial, could be beneficial for you.
And you said you needed to have at least $60,000?
I would say about $60,000 to $75,000 in profit,
Okay.
not revenue, profit.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What's up,
last
Joanne?
question.
Hi, Coach K. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you guys, this is gonna be the last question, team. This is gonna be the last question, then we'll go into the main session. What's up, Miss Joanne?
I currently have a senior fitness business, and I plan to do a AI health business. Do I need a separate LLC for that, or can I do it under the same umbrella as the fitness business?
I would separate it because each one qualifies for grants. Each one can get access to grant funding and business funding. And so I probably would separate it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Awesome, you guys. If you are ready to learn how you can set your business up, get grant ready to secure $50,000 to $100,000 or more in grants for your business, type ready in the chat. Type ready in the chat. If you're ready to unlock how you can get access to $50,000 to $100,000 or more in grants for your business, type ready in the chat. I'm excited, you guys. Over the next 5 days, I am going to lock in with one mission and one purpose, and that's to show you how you can get access to money and funding to grow your business. I am doing this because nobody would do it for me. And I know you guys are crazy. You're like, Coach K, why would you ever do a free event? Why would you ever spend 5 days with people for free to show them how to get access to grants for their business? And I am doing this because I know what it's like to be the entrepreneur that needs support, that needs accountability, that needs a coach, that needs a mentor. And there was nobody I could turn to. So over the next 5 days, we got some simple rules, you guys. One, I want you to make sure you show up like you made a $10,000, $20,000 investment into this program. Can we do that? Just say done in the chat. Just say invested in the chat. Say invested in the chat. Consider that your deposit. Type invested in the chat and consider that your $10,000 deposit for the next 5 days on this mentorship or this 5-day mastermind of where I'm going to coach you to success and show you how to get access to grants for your business. Because most of the time when it's free, people don't pay attention. And when you don't pay attention, you miss out on gems and nuggets to actually apply in your business and help your business and your brand grow. The second thing is you want to make sure you show up. Show up daily. There are replays available. The replays will be available in VIP. If you're in VIP, you get lifetime access to the replays. Lifetime access. So I'm not saying 7 days. I'm not saying 7 days. I'm not saying 14 days or 30 days. I am giving you lifetime access to the replay. So if there's something that I say that you need to go back in and revisit, you can. If there's a prompt, I'm going to give you a lot of prompts. I'm going to do a lot of demos. So you want to make sure you're able to go back in and rewatch that so you can apply it to your business. Over the next couple of days, I'm going to give you a lot of information. Everything won't apply to you right now. So don't get overwhelmed don't get overwhelmed with the information I'm going to give you. Take what applies to you, execute on it, and then go back and watch your replays and do the next thing. So if you need help setting up and structuring your LLC, and I go in and you watch the replay and you're like, okay, Coach K said go here and set up your business address. You go set up your business address and then you get to come back to the replay and you get to say, okay, I did this. Now this is what's next. And so that's the importance of, yes, you can upgrade to VIP. My team just dropped the link in the chat. That's the importance of being inside of VIP is you're going to get unlimited access to these resources. If you're like, Coach K, you went too quick, go back to your next slide. You'll be able to see it inside of replays. If you're like, Coach K, how do I do this or how do I do that? It's going to be inside of VIP. VIP is $97, y'all. $97. I don't know what $97 is divided by 5, but I know some of y'all spend more on Starbucks a week. I know some of y'all spend more on that DoorDash order that you send it to your job every single day instead of packing lunch. And with that $97, you actually can set it up on a payment arrangement. So if you need to set it up on a payment arrangement, you can. All right, y'all. So I am ready to dive into the main session. Today, we're just gonna unlock and uncover how you can get access to grants for your business. But most importantly, make sure that you guys are grant ready. Now, I know I have some OGs in the room. Like I know I have some people that I see Miss Vera in the chat. I see Miss Olga in the chat. I see Miss Joanne in the chat. And some of these entrepreneurs have been with me for a very long time. Sorry, y'all. Some of these entrepreneurs have been with me for a very long time, but it's important that I speak to everybody in the room and make sure that everybody is grant ready. So if you're an OG, do you just give me permission? What's up, Donna? If you're an OG, do you just give me permission to make sure that everybody's grant ready? Like, let's just go over the structure, the foundation, the things that you need to do to make sure that you're successful, the things that you need to do to make sure that you're positioning yourself to get access to grants. If you're OG, just type yes in the chat and give me permission to support everybody in the room. Okay, perfect. There's some new gems and some new information inside of here too. So I wanted to make sure you guys are locked in. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to day one of the Grants and AI Challenge. We're about to lock in and uncover how you can get grant ready and giving you the blueprint to set in your foundation. Getting access to grant funding requires that you are invested into your business and invested into your journey. There are grants out there available for you if you don't have the LLC and if you don't have the EIN, but they're micro grants. And when I say micro grants, those are the $1,000 grant, the $2,000 grants. And although those are extremely good starter points, my job is to make sure you're able to maximize all opportunities that are out there and available for you. So it requires that you stop playing small when it comes to your dreams and your vision, and you actually go big. Type big in the chat. And that you actually go big and set this business up as if it's already the $1 million brand that it has the potential to be. So this is what you're going to learn, what you are going to learn today, what it means to be grant ready. You have to make sure that you're ready to receive this blessing. You got to make sure that you're ready to receive this grant. You got to make sure your mindset is ready, because some of you are on this call right now and you're probably thinking, man, I'm not going to win a grant anyway. I'm going to show up and I'm going to learn this information, but they already know who they want to fund. I got to be a nonprofit, so they're not going to fund me. But what I want you to do is I want you to put an end to any myth or misconception when it comes to getting access to grants, because I've helped entrepreneurs in any business, in any industry, in any city, any state, in some countries get access to these grants. And I put an end to those myths and misconceptions that you can't do this. I need you to type I can do this in the chat. I'm going to show you or kind of briefly touch on how AI can be a grant writer. We want to make sure you have your grant profile ready and it's positioning you as the most qualified candidate to get access to funding. But most importantly, I'm going to give you the blueprint. Type blueprint in the chat. Type blueprint in the chat. All right, so what is grant ready and what does this really mean, right? So this is the Coach K's foundation. What I encourage most entrepreneurs to have when it comes to getting access to grants. This is going to make sure that you have clarity. You want to make sure that you're clear on your mission. You're clear on your mission. You're confident. You're confident in your business. You're confident in your brand. You're confident in who your audience is. What problem does your business solve? And how are you going to be able to support people with the business or the brand that you are creating? You also want to make sure that you're in compliance. There was a grant inside of Tennessee. It was called the Entrepreneur Impact Fund. It was for minority entrepreneurs. None of the money went to minorities. We went to our city council, we went to our mayor's office, and we asked them, hey, what happened to that Entrepreneur Impact Fund? Where did the money go? And guess what they said? We gave it out, but it didn't go to the group that it was supposed to go to because nobody had their paperwork in order. Entrepreneurs are missing out on millions of dollars in money and funding because their paperwork isn't in order. There was a young lady that sent me a message on social media a couple of weeks ago, and she said, Coach K, I applied for that grant that you posted, and I made it to the final round. And I'm super excited. I'm ready to post the stats. I'm ready to show up. I'm ready to brag about her. And she said, I didn't win. I said, why didn't you win? She said, I didn't win because I didn't pay my LLC fees and my LLC was no longer active. Could you imagine having $50,000 at your fingertips and you don't get approved or awarded the $50,000 because your LLC isn't set up the correct way? Getting access to grants is going to require that you tell a story. We want a story. It has to flow. It has to capture the attention of the person reading the grant. Also, the structure. The structure is going to be key to your success. And then you have to have a strategy. And my job is to give you the strategy on what to do. Your business structure is going to be what sets you up for success. Type success in the chat. Your business structure is going to be what's going to set you up for success. And you want to make sure that you're choosing the right business structure to make sure that you're separating your personal from the business, to make sure that you're strengthening your eligibility to get access to grants. One of the most common questions that I get is, Coach K, should I have an LLC or a nonprofit? Should I be an S Corp? Should I be an LLC? What if I'm already a sole prop? I want to briefly go through this because this is one of the biggest questions that I have. And I also feel like this is the reason why most people are not taking action, because they just don't have the clarity of the type of entity that they should be. As an entrepreneur, as a person who has the idea to start a business or grow a business, as the person who wants to be an entrepreneur and you are ready to take action, the easiest thing that you can do and the best decision for you is to set up an LLC. It's the easiest thing for you to do. Now, as your business grows and you make about $60,000 to $75,000 or more in profit, somebody say profit, because we want to make sure that we have profit in our business. As your business grows, you can establish an S corp. Okay. There are C corps, and that's just a tax incentive and advantage. There are some people who have the mission to be in the community. They have the passion to be involved and to give back. If that is you and you want to do more charitable work, you want to be more involved in the youth, then a nonprofit might be the best option for you. However, with a nonprofit, you have to go through a process of being tax exempt. You also have to have a board. Your board helps you make decisions on the direction that your nonprofit is going to go. No one owns the nonprofit. You have other people in the nonprofit that make decisions on the behalf of the nonprofit. So this is why it might be more beneficial for you to get an LLC instead of a nonprofit. You might be a CEO and you might be very headstrong when it comes to your vision and your brand. You don't want other people to tell you what to do. So a nonprofit might not be the best option for you. But if you're okay with having a board, if you're okay with being involved in the community, if you're okay with having monthly meetings, then a nonprofit could be beneficial for you as well. There's sole proprietors. At no point should your business be a sole prop. At no point should your business be a sole prop. Somebody type no sole prop in the chat so I can make sure y'all got it. No sole prop. Reason being is because we are setting up this business, we're setting up this entity, we're making this a business and making this a brand to ensure that it is our personal and our business is separated. If you are a sole proprietor, it does not remove you personally from the business. However, if you are an LLC, there's an additional layer of protection that protects your personal assets from your business assets. Here's an example. When I owned my childcare center, there was a young lady that wanted to sue my childcare center. She went in, said that her child was hurt at the childcare center. We had cameras, we had police come, we had people who were coming to investigate. Nothing happened to her child at this childcare center. She did it so she could sue. She wanted to sue me. If I had a sole proprietor, she could have came after me and everything that I owned. But because I had an LLC that separated my personal assets from my business, there was almost nothing she could do to me personally. You want to make sure that your business and your brand is protected. These are your babies. You're investing a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of money into these companies and organizations. So if I'm making investments into my dreams and I'm making investments into my business, I am going big. I'm not playing small. If you are a sole prop, you are playing small. There are also some people who start sole props, and guess what? You have these sole proprietors for years, and then you come in, you meet me, and you say, Coach K, I need to change my sole prop. You can't change it. So now you have to establish a new LLC, and that starts your time over. So just do it the correct way from the beginning. This is why it's important for you to align yourself with somebody who can already show you the strategies, somebody who can show you how to do the work, somebody who can show you the correct way to make sure that you're positioned to receive grants and business funding. Because the information that I'm about to give you today, it doesn't just unlock grants. It also unlocks you going into Chase Bank and getting that $50,000 credit card. It also unlocks for you to get access to business funding and revenue funding and business credit. So the structure and the foundation of your business, it opens up the doors for you to get the approvals you need to expand and grow your business. There's also partnerships. So if there's multiple people in your business, a partnership is going to be beneficial for you as well. In your partnership, you can say what the ownership is of each partner. So you might want to be 50-50 with your husband. You might want to be in partnership. You might be a male entrepreneur, but you might want to give a woman entrepreneur more equity in the business or more ownership in the business because there are more grants out there for female entrepreneurs. You might want to create a business and might want to be a partner with a veteran, and you give that veteran more ownership in the business because there's more benefits to being a veteran entrepreneur than there is for somebody that's not. So there are different partnerships, and you can actually identify what the percentage is in the partnership. Now, this is a gem that most people don't talk about. If you are creating a partnership or if you are creating a business, let's say my personal credit is not the best, but you have an 850 credit score. I can give you 80% of the business and I do 20%, and we can get funding based off of your credit, not mine. So sometimes in partnerships, if you're husband and wife and your wife has a stronger score and you don't, you might have to take less ownership or less ownership in the company so that we can use their credit to get us ahead. And then we can go back in and change it later if we need to, as my credit and as my brand grows. So most of the time, an LLC is going to be the best option for you to get access to grant. I mean, the best option for you to structure and set the foundation up of your business. If you have questions, my advice to you is I can't answer questions in the chat. So my advice would be to write down your questions, save them for tomorrow, and then ask the questions live in VIP. If you're VIP, you get to come up and ask questions on anything that you have, any questions that you have about what we're talking about, because I can't answer the questions in the chat. All right. So you want to make sure you have a legal entity. Your legal entity is going to be how you register your business with the Secretary of State. It's making your business and your brand whole. It's telling these companies and organizations that we are doing business, we're a legitimate business, and we are doing business in this city or in this state. Now, easiest thing for you to do is to set up your LLC in the state that you are living in. That's the easiest thing for you to do. Set your LLC up in the state that you live in. However, your business, you can establish an LLC in any state. So you might be in, I'm going to use Tennessee for an example. I think to set up an LLC in Tennessee was $400. I didn't have $400 at the time to set up my LLC in Tennessee. So guess what I did, y'all? Can I tell you a secret? I went down the street to Kentucky. I just went online. I didn't actually drive, but I went down the street to Kentucky and I set up my LLC in Kentucky for $40 because I'm an online based business. And so all I said was, I have a headquarters. My headquarters can be in any state. It doesn't have to be in the state that I live in. So this is a website. It's called LLC University. I'll make sure this link is inside of your VIP portal. I'll create a page with all of this in there. It gives you what the state filing fees, what the state filing fee is, and what the annual fee is for any state. Every state has a filing fee. It's the fee that you pay to set up your LLC. They also have an annual fee or a biannual fee, which is the fee you have to pay every year or every other year to keep your LLC active or your entity active. So, like I told you, Tennessee was $300. So it was $300. It was $300 and then it was $300 every year. I didn't have that, y'all. I was a budgeting entrepreneur. So I went to Kentucky. Went online to Kentucky and set it up for $40. So if you don't have your LLC and you're sitting back not establishing your LLC because you don't have the investment or you don't have the money to invest into it, I get it. But go ahead and set it up, especially if you're an online-based business. If you are an online-based business, this is perfect for you. Absolutely perfect for you. Now, there are some states that allow you to be anonymous. Then no one knows that you have an LLC in that state. Nevada is one of those areas. Wyoming is another one. It's $100 to establish your LLC in Wyoming and then another $60 every other year. Nevada, however, it's $425. I don't want to give them $425 so I can go to one of the other areas. Now, this is what you have to incorporate when you are doing this. One, it has to be an online-based business. If you have a brick and mortar, this doesn't really work for you. Okay, just set up the LLC in the state that you live in. You have to have an address in that state. I'm going to show you how to find the address. You have to have an address in that state of where you are setting up your LLC, okay, or where you're setting up your entity. You have to have an address in that state. The third thing is where money is made, taxes are paid. So you want to make sure you're doing your research and your due diligence to make sure that this state is tax friendly and aligns with what you need for your business. You can go to ChatGPT and talk, hey, ChatGPT, I have a t-shirt business. I have a transportation business. I'm thinking about establishing my LLC in Nevada. Are there benefits for me setting up my LLC in Nevada? ChatGPT is going to come back. It's going to tell you all the benefits. Yes, it's amazing for you to establish your business in Nevada. These are the tax implications. It's going to remain anonymous and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's going to give you all the information. It's your job to make sure you're doing what aligns with your business and your brand. It's your job to do your research, not Coach K's job, because you can't, I don't want you to come to me in a year from now and be like, Coach K, you told me to go in and do California. And I'm like, no, I didn't tell you to do California. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're doing what works for you and what works for your business. All right. Y'all still locked in? Type locked in the chat. If y'all still type locked in the chat. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. So you can establish a business in any state. That business has to have an address in the state. Okay. Let me go back to my slide. So once you decide what state you're going to do in, what entity you're going to have, LLC is the easiest option. Then you decide what state you are going to establish your LLC in. The next thing you need is an address. Okay. There are a lot of, I'm going to go to this slide and I'm going to go back. You have to have an address in whatever state that you are, wherever you're doing business in. It cannot be your home address unless you have a daycare center or a home health care business, okay? It cannot be your grandma's address unless you have a daycare center or a home health care business inside of that home. If you are just doing, if you're doing taxes, consulting, hair, any of those things out of your home-based business, I get it. You want to have a professional business address. Reason being is because one, your business information is public information. Anybody that Googles your business can now see your information. So if they Google your business and your home address is on these documents, guess what they got access to? Your home address. The second thing is we're building $1 million brands. Type millionaire in the chat. You're never going to be able to Google Amazon and see where Jeff Bezos lives. You're never going to be able to Google Walmart and see Sam Walton's old address. You're never going to be able to see that information. So I am building my brand with the mindset of that I'm already a millionaire, a billionaire. I'm building my brand from the ground up as if it's already the empire it has the potential to be. I'm not taking baby steps and taking small steps or trying to do short corners to save money when it comes to investing in my dreams and investing in my business. And you also don't want to go back and have to fix that information later because guess what? It's going to cost you more. So just set it up the correct way from the beginning, and it's going to position you for more funding, more capital, and it's going to help you in the long run. So this is what I encourage you to do. Okay? Whatever state, whatever city or state you decide to establish your business in, whatever state you decide to establish your business in, I want you to get a registered agent. I want you to get a registered agent. A registered agent is just the person that is going to receive documents, communication on your behalf. It's the person that works as the middleman, the middle person in the middle between you and the state to make sure that you are running your business as a legal business. But your registered agent also has an address, and you can use their address as your address. So if you're establishing a business in another state, you use your registered agent's address as your address, and then you just forward the mail to your home state later. You also have the options of doing virtual offices and virtual address. I am going to tell you, if you already have that and you already have an established business and you have the virtual office and virtual address, that is fine. But if you are a new business and you don't have an address for your business, you want to use a registered agent. I'm going to tell you where you can find your registered agents in just a moment. Now, with your virtual office and virtual address, this has to be a brick and mortar space. When I Google the business, do I see a building or do I see a FedEx, UPS, post office service, a mail shipping center? You don't want that. When you apply for grants, when you apply for funding, the first thing these companies are going to do is Google your business. You want them to see a legal business, a legal entity. You want them to know that you are invested. Type, I invested in the chat. You want them to know that you are invested in your dreams. You're invested in your journey. When people know that you are invested in you, it makes them want to invest in you. When people know that you're passionate about going to the next level and you're serious and committed about your growth and you're going all in on your dreams and all in on your vision, it makes them want to get next to you to help you do more. But if I look up your business and I see grandma address, if I look up your business and I don't even see that you have an LLC, if I look up your business and I don't see anything online associated with your business, I am not giving you a grant. But if I look up your business and I see a building, I see a website, I see that you are structured and set up the right way, it is going to make me pick you over anybody else that applied that didn't have this information. Getting access to grants is a competition, so we want to do the small things in the beginning that push us to the front of the line. So if having a business address bumps me to the front of the line ahead of thousands of people, why would I not make this small investment? When it comes to a registered agent, if you are inside of the community, we already have a registered agent available for you in every state. A registered agent, so let's just say Kentucky, a registered agent is $49 for the entire year, y'all. $49 for the entire year for you to use their address as your business address to help you stay in compliance, to help you set up your business the right way, to make sure that you're positioned and ready to receive this money and funding that's out there and available for you. A $49 investment could potentially land you thousands of dollars in grants. A $49 investment could potentially land you thousands of dollars in grants. Now, let's just say this is another option. Let's just say I have a friend or a family member and they have a building. I can use their building as my business address. I can say, hey Donna, can I pay you $10 or $20 a month to use your address as my business address? And Donna's gonna say, yeah, Coach K. And so now I have an address that I can use as well. I can use my friends and my family members' address, and I can just get my mail forwarded to me directly. Okay? Yep. So inside there's I'll make sure this is inside a VIP as well. So it's gonna be a registered agent in every state for $49. I'll make sure this is inside a VIP. I'll make sure it's inside a VIP. Even if they have a business there, yes, you can still use that address. Okay? And if you own a building, you can use your building and charge other people to use your address as their business address. So imagine getting 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, 40 people that are paying you $10, $20 a month. That's an additional stream of income for you. Okay. So we always have a lot of questions on registered agents. We always have a lot of questions on registered agents. So I wanted to dive in on that. We always have a lot of questions on business address. So I wanted to make sure I dived into that. Y'all got it? Just type got it in the chat. Just type got it in the chat. Don't overthink it. Don't try to shortcut. Don't try to figure out, should you do this? Should you do that? Can I do it this way? Well, what about this? Go get you a business address. Stop playing it small when it comes to your dreams and comes to your goals. Invest in you. Invest in your dreams. Invest in your goals. Invest in your brand. Invest in your dreams. Invest in your goals. Invest in your brand. If you currently have a business and you need to change your address, you go to your Secretary of State and tell them that you need to amend the address and update it, because I was the entrepreneur that made some mistakes and I used my personal address and I had to go back in and change it. Okay? Yep, $49 for the whole year. All right, so next you got to have an employee identification number. Your employee identification number is the social security number for your business. It's just as simple. Your business has to have an identity. By giving you the EIN number, it is giving you the identity of the business. It's making sure that companies and organizations know that you're invested in your journey. It's making sure that companies and organizations know that this is a real business. It's a legal entity. And then you want to actually go in and actually register your business as a business and as an entity, okay? We talked about the business address. Every business that you have should have an LLC. Every business that you have should have a registered agent. Every business that you have should have an EIN number. All right? Business bank account. You have to have a business bank account in order to receive grant funding and business funding. It cannot go on your personal account. Number one question I always get is, Coach K, with the business bank account, what's the best bank to go to? Find a bank that is going to give you a cashback incentive. Truist Bank is giving out $400 to establish a business bank account. Truist Bank is giving out $400 to establish a business bank account. I have to have a business bank account anyway. So why would I not go to Truist, figure out what their requirements are, and get a $400 cashback incentive just for opening up a bank account? I just made y'all $400. You're welcome. Say thank you, Coach K. So you go to Truist Bank, you go in with your corporation documents, you'll go in with your EIN letter, you'll go in with your articles of incorporation that the state is going to give you. They'll probably make you put a small deposit inside, like a $50 deposit, and then you establish your business bank account. You use this business bank account for your business transactions. Truist, Truist. They're giving a $400 incentive just for opening up a business bank account. Now, if you don't want to do a Truist, or maybe you don't have a Truist in your areas, credit unions are always amazing as well. Next, you want to make sure you have a business phone number. Your business has to actually have a phone number. With your business phone number, this can be a 1-800 number so that people identify you as a big brand. You don't have to sorry, you have to have a business phone number. You don't have to go get a second phone. You don't have to go get a new line. Just do a 1-800 number or do one of the apps. Sometimes your registered agents have phone numbers that you can do. If you're doing Google or like a Google Voice number, just make sure you take the Google Voice information off. Now, your business, you have to have an online presence. Companies have to be able to find you. They're going to Google your business. They have to be able to locate you. They have to be able to identify you. They have to be able to support you, okay? You want to make sure that you secure your name online. You want to make sure that you own your brand. Somebody type own your brand in the chat. You want to make sure that you own your brand, because guess what? If you don't go secure your name, somebody else will. Fun story. Me and my team were working on something. We've been working on it for a couple of weeks, couple months actually. My team member thought I got the name. I thought they got the name. We went back and somebody else had grabbed the name and I couldn't even do it. Because it was just a miscommunication with me and my team. So something I had been working on for months, I had to go back in and we had to adjust and alter and tweak some things. So you want to make sure that you own your brand. What you can do is you can go to a website called GoDaddy. GoDaddy is an amazing platform where you can actually create and own your name. So if I want my business to be, let's just say, Get Grants LLC, and I want to help people get access to grants for their business. What I do is I go to GoDaddy. You can go to GoDaddy, you can go to Wix. It's completely up to you. I go to GoDaddy and I search the domain. GoDaddy is going to tell me if this name is available. This might not be a good one, y'all, because we're not paying $23,000 for a domain. Hold on one second. Let me change this. All right, so we go in. You can go to GoDaddy. You can go to Wix. You can go to iKnows. Just own your name. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you go to secure your name. Just own your name. So this website, GoDaddy, you type in the name that you want for your business. Type in the name that you want for your business. It's going to tell you if your name is available. When it tells you if your name is available, it's going to tell you how much it is to actually own your name. So it looks like letsgetgrants.com is taken, right? But they're telling me that they can go in and they can try to figure out how to buy it. But if I say let's get grant and I take the S off, it's only 1 cent. It's only 1 cent. Some of you are missing out on money for your business because you're afraid to invest a penny. Some of you are not getting access to grants because you don't own your brand, you don't own your name, you don't have a social media presence, and it's literally showing you that it's going to take less than $1 to make it happen. This is GoDaddy. So when you go on GoDaddy, you type your business name in. It tells you if your name is available. If it is available, you secure your name. When you secure your name, it's going to ask you, do you want to add other things to it? Like a business, hold on, let me go up here. Like a business email address. You want to make sure you have an email address for your business. This is how you're going to communicate with grantors. This is how you're going to make sure you're communicating with grantors and you're communicating with clients and you're establishing rapport. So now when I communicate with people, I'm not communicating with them at coachk@gmail.com. Your business at gmail.com is not a safe, secure way to communicate, and it's also not a business email address. So you want to go to GoDaddy or you want to go to one of these third-party companies and you want to go to one of these third-party companies and actually secure your name there and attach an email address to it. Now it's going to be info@yourbusinessname.com, sales@yourbusinessname.com, your first name at yourbusinessname.com, or whatever your domain is. This is you owning your brand and positioning yourself as the $1 million business that you are. Type millionaire in the chat, because I want you guys to have the mindset already that you are a millionaire. I want you to know that there's a millionaire inside of you. You just got to do the work and position your brand as the $1 million empire that it is. But if you're cutting corners, if you're playing small, if you're not investing in you, you won't get to the $1 million status. But when you invest in you, you set the foundation up for your business, you incorporate these things inside of the business and the brand, you are going to build the $1 million empire. If Amazon sent you an email at amazon@gmail.com, what would you think? If Amazon sent you an email right now while we're on this call and said, hey, I got a gift card for you, and it's at amazon@gmail.com, you're going to say, man, this is spam. This isn't professional. This is whack. You probably look at it and say, nope, and wouldn't even open it up. And so why would you play yourself small? Why would you do the same thing when it comes to your clients and communicating with grantors and positioning your business as the most qualified person to receive these opportunities? So you have to have the same mindset as these $1 million companies and these $1 million organizations. Yes, these slides, all of this will be inside of VIP. All of this will be inside of VIP. I got you. All of this will be inside of VIP. So the person that just asked in the chat. All right, so you want to make sure you have a domain. You want to make sure you have an email address. You also want to make sure you have a business website. You also want to make sure you have a business website. Can I show you guys how AI can help you create a business website in seconds? Because there are some people that don't have a business website and it's costing them opportunities for their business. Okay. Absolutely. Yep, Cindy, lovable. So every business, every entrepreneur should have a website, even if it's a small landing page. A landing page is just a one-page website that talks about who you are, what you do, and the service that you provide. To generate a website or to pay a graphic designer to do your website for you could cost you anywhere between $500 to $5,000. Can I save you guys some money today? Can I save you guys some money today? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. If you need a website for your business, what you're going to do is you're going to come to ChatGPT. You're going to come to ChatGPT. You are going to talk to ChatGPT and tell it exactly what you need. Somebody said GoDaddy was $1,300. You're going to tell it exactly what you need. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to say, I'm starting a new business and I need a website. This is a childcare center. Childcare center name is ABC123. We're located in Nashville, Tennessee. I need you to give me the details to put inside of Lovable to create the website, to create a website. I'm going to make sure you guys get the prompts inside of the VIP portal, so you'll get prompts to create your website. Sarah said yes. I'm going to make sure you guys get the prompts. So yes, there'll be a prompt inside of this step-by-step instructions on how to do this, and the prompt to put it will be inside of VIP. So what ChatGPT is going to do is it's going to give me the details to put inside of Lovable. All I have to do, Lovable is an app that you can use, or it's a website that you can use and you can plug inside, and with Lovable, it will create and generate websites for you. Not only can you do it for you, you can charge other people to do it. We got one of our community members, she's actually charging people to create their websites, and she's doing it all in Lovable. So when ChatGPT gives you the step-by-step instructions on what your website should look like, you go through, you make sure you like it, you copy it, and then you come over to Lovable. You come over to Lovable and you paste it inside. When you paste it inside, you just hit send, and then it goes through and it starts thinking and it starts doing all the work for you. Now, I told you guys that every day in VIP, I am going to pick somebody that's in VIP and I'm going to use them as an example. And I'm going to give them access to the resources that I do. So today I picked Ms. Vera. Now, Ms. Vera already has a website. This is Ms. Vera's website. She already has a website. And what we wanted to do was just a quick revamp. Nothing, her website is beautiful, but she said, I don't love it, right? So we went to ChatGPT. When we went to ChatGPT, we told ChatGPT, hold on. We told ChatGPT that, hey, I don't love this website. I don't like my website. I want you to revamp it for me. It gave me everything that I needed to revamp this website. I copied the information, took it over to Lovable. When I took it over to Lovable, oh, I think I just stopped my other one. When I took it over to Lovable, it created me this website, you guys, and it did it in minutes. It literally takes minutes. So it was just a quick revamp of the website that she has. But it's going to align me with grants. It's going to make sure that I'm most qualified to get access to funding. This doesn't look like Vera. We would just upload a picture of Vera to make sure that it looks like her. But it literally just did it in minutes to show me, to make sure that I am qualified for grants, to make sure that I am positioning myself to win grants. There are so many people that are missing. There are some grants out there that won't even let you move forward unless you have a website. So why would I not have a website if that's the one thing that could position me to get access to these grants? Why would I not have this one thing that could help me get access to the money that I need? You also can connect your domain. So when you go secure your name with GoDaddy, you can take that information, put it in here, so it makes sure that it will have your website at the top. Okay? You can do this for any business. You can do this for any business. It's still thinking, it's still going through and doing the other website. Team, they asking for the link for VIP. Can you drop it in the chat for me? There is still doing the other website for the daycare, but I can show you some examples of some websites that I have done just playing around with this thing that are absolutely amazing. Here's one that I did for another childcare center. Just playing around, you guys. All I did was a prompt. And so the same prompt that I am going to give you, the same prompt that's inside of VIP, I just went inside and told it what I needed, and it created this website for me in seconds, or in minutes rather. Here's one for a transportation company. Playing around and somebody said, oh, you can't do it for a transportation company. Y'all know I love when people dare me and love when people challenge me. I went in and I said, okay, bet. Here's one for a transportation company. No matter what your brand colors are, no matter what city or state that you're in, it literally is a functioning website. So it gives you the backstory. It tells you about the services. It gives you a services area to highlight the business and their strength. Testimonials, if you want to put testimonials in there. Y'all, they even put fake testimonials in there. I don't recommend doing that, but they did. And then it creates a functionable website. So if people want to connect with you, if people want your support, they can actually go inside and get your support. AI is game changing, but it's making it to where it's really no excuse. Type no excuse in the chat. It's making it to where it's literally no excuse why you are not using and leveraging this as a tool to help you get access to grants. It's showing you that there's so many opportunities for you and you are missing out on top opportunities. You don't even have to do the work. You don't have to think. All you have to do is go in VIP, grab your prompt, put it inside of here and give it your name of the business and type of business that you have, and you will have a website in seconds. Here's the website that this just created for me. How long did that take? What, less than 5 minutes? If you can give me 5 minutes of your time, I'll position you to get access to grants. If you can give me 5 minutes of your time, I'll position you with the funding that you need to grow your business. In less than 5 minutes, we created a website, fully functionable website that we can use to help us in our business, and we just saved thousands. And it gives us everything that we need. It's a fully functionable website that talks about our business. We can go in, we can change the brand colors, we can change the different programs that we have. We can put a tab on here for our nonprofit if we have a nonprofit. You can do this. You can create a website for your for-profit or your nonprofit, y'all. There are so many ways to grow and so many ways for you to get access to capital by having the structure of your business set up the right way. And AI is going to make it happen. Somebody type AI for the win in the chat. Somebody type AI for the win in the chat, because listen, this AI has been a game changer. AI has been a game changer to how I am growing my business, how I'm navigating in my business, how I'm positioning my business to be aligned with these grant opportunities that are available for me. So now that we have the structure and the foundation of our business, we are grant ready. Somebody type grant ready in the chat. We are grant ready, and we are ready to go out and knock on these doors for these companies and organizations and tell them why we need grants for our business. You want to make sure that you have a business plan. A business plan is just the ideas that you have in your head on paper. Don't overthink it. Don't spend too much time. You want to spend time, but don't spend too much time. Inside of your VIP portal, there will be a prompt to create your business plan. Inside of your VIP portal, there will be a prompt to create your business plan. Now, there's this battle between ChatGPT and Claude. Should you be using ChatGPT? Should you be using Claude AI? I would tell you if you're currently using one, go with what you're comfortable with. If you're not using ChatGPT or Claude, I would tell you ChatGPT is an amazing starting point. Honest opinion. It's where I started. It's how I learned. I still use it every single day. Okay. Now, when it comes to creating your business plan, it's literally just the ideas that you have in your head. But what I love about the business plan the most is that you can take your business plan and convert it over to a detailed grant proposal. You can take your business plan and convert it over to a detailed grant proposal that can help you win grants for your business. So when you ask me if you have to have a grant proposal, when you ask me if you have what to say on these grant answers, if you could just do the work from the beginning and position yourself to making sure that you're grant ready, and you do the work from the beginning, you already have the answers to the grant questions. You already have the grant proposal. Can I show you how to create your business plan with ChatGPT? Can I show you how to create your business plan with ChatGPT? Inside of your business plan, you want an executive summary. You want the company overview. You want marketing analysis. You want to talk about the products and services that you have. You want to highlight your target audience. What are your financial projections? What are your needs for funding? What's your mission and your vision? And this is what's going to qualify you for these opportunities. So, a couple different things that I like to do, right? You can go, I like to talk. I'm not a texter when it comes to ChatGPT or Claude. I like to talk. I'm going to show you two different strategies when it comes to business plan. Now, if I go to ChatGPT, I'm going to hit this dictate button here and I'm just going to talk to it. And I'm going to say, hey, my name is Lady Davis. I'm starting a new business. I'm a small business owner. My business is going to be a coaching and consulting business located in Atlanta, Georgia. With this coaching and consulting business, our target audience is youth entrepreneurs to show them how to grow and elevate. I need you to, with this information, create me a detailed business plan that positions me. Oh, I'm sorry. I own a skating ring. I own a skating ring, and I need you to write me a detailed business plan to position me to get access to funding, sponsors, donors. My target audience is youth. Write me out a business plan. Okay? So, based off of me just giving it that prompt, you guys, within seconds, it created me a business plan that has my executive summary, my mission, my vision, the description of my business, my problem and solution statement, my target audience, revenue streams. It's giving me everything I need to get access to the to have a business plan that I need for my business. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't love this business plan. It works, but I don't love it. Now, what I can do is if I'm in ChatGPT and I feel like it's not giving me the best answer, I can tell it, give me the prompt. I can tell it to give me the prompt to put into Claude to go get the business plan that I need. And it's going to create the prompt. So it's telling me to act as a professional business consultant, grant writer, and investor pitch expert. Create a highly detailed, fundable business plan. And all I have to do is copy this, go to Claude, plug it in, and hit enter. How can you project revenue? So when you project in revenue, you can go look at people that are in your space and see what they're currently doing. You can project it based off of the you can project it based off of maybe like your what was I doing? You can project it based off of your industry. So you can see what's going on in your industry. You can see what's going on in your community. You can project it based off of other people that are in your space as well. So if you're projecting, if you're in a good, let's just say when I first took over my daycare, there was a daycare center that was there before me. That daycare center that was there before me already was doing $5,000 to $10,000 months. So I'm able to say, hey, I'm in this daycare center. I am taking over another daycare center in their space, in the same space, and I am projected to do $5,000 to $10,000 a month based off of the previous daycare that was here. Now, what I love about Claude the most is it takes its time. Like you don't get a quick answer and quick response, but because you don't get a quick answer and quick response, it gives you more detail. It gives you more information, and it makes it more professional looking. So if I'm looking for something a little bit more detailed, if I'm looking for a quick response, I'm going to ChatGPT. If I'm looking for something a little bit more detailed, dived in, I am going directly to Claude, and it is going to create this information in moments. And we'll come back to this so you guys can see it in just a second. If y'all still locked in with me, type locked in the chat. Type locked in the chat. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is good. This is good. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. While it's doing that, let's keep going. All right, so here are some common mistakes that entrepreneurs and business owners make when it comes to getting access to grants for their business. Most business owners lose or miss out on grants because they don't have the proper structure, they don't have the documents in place. If you want to be like Mary, who got $600,000 in grants for her business, if you want to be like Megan, who got $50,000, Reginald, who got $50,000, Mr. Merriweather, who got $10,000, all of my entrepreneurs that I'm supporting and helping get access to grants for their business, the structure and the foundation is key, and having those documents in place and making sure that you're grant ready is important. Yes, you can get micro grants, the $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 grants, but you want to make sure you have the structure and the foundation of your business set up the right way. You also want to make sure that you are telling a story, making sure that you're positioning yourself and aligning yourself with the grantor and sharing with them why you started the business and how you are going to make an impact. Type impact in the chat. We don't get grants because of our industry. We get grants because of our impact. And I think that's important. Most people come to me and say, hey, Coach K, I need grants because of XYZ, or hey, Coach K, I need grants because of this business or that business, but we get grants because of our impact. You want to make sure you know who you are targeting. Like, who are you going to help? What problem is your business going to solve? Who are you going to serve? And then a lot of people are missing out on grants because they don't have the online presence. They don't have the social media page. They don't have the business website, and they're playing it small when it comes to growing their business. But when you position yourself, when you align yourself, when you invest in you and you lock in on your dreams and you lock in on your goals, it's going to position you for the grants that you need to take you to the next level. Why is this not? Okay. And then some people don't have organized applications. So your applications are all over the place. You don't have the documents that you need. You're searching for documents and you don't even complete the application. And then some people are just applying for grants wrong. You don't know what to say. You don't know how to win. And that's why you're in this 5-day challenge. So I can unlock how you can get access to grants and how you can uncover these opportunities. But the biggest thing is, most people have a negative mindset when it comes to getting access to grants. They have this mindset that they can't do this. They have this mindset that grants aren't for them. They have this mindset of thinking that they can't win grants because they're a mom and they don't have time to apply for grants, or because they're working a 9 to 5 and by the time they get off of work, they're drained, or maybe you feel like because English isn't your first language, or maybe your father and you are, locked in on making sure you're showing up for your kids. There are still grants out there available for you. It's all about your impact. It's all about executing. I told somebody earlier today, I encourage entrepreneurs to apply for one grant every single day. The reason I encourage entrepreneurs to apply for one grant every single day is because you're putting in the reps, you're putting in the work. Kobe, LeBron, Magic, whoever you love when it comes to basketball, they didn't become the best without putting in the reps and without putting in practice. So if we're applying for one grant every single day, it's strengthening our answers, it's strengthening our response, but it's preparing us for the championship. It's preparing us for the win. Type win in the chat. And when we are prepared to win, when we are putting in the reps, we can't miss. You are eventually going to land a grant when you lock in on this information. You are eventually going to land a grant when you shift your mindset and actually execute. But if you are the person that says maybe, if you are the person that says next time, if you are the person that has a plan B, if you are the person that's still playing small, this opportunity is not for you. But if you are the person that's ready to go all in on your dreams, you're tired of playing small, you're ready to go all in on your goals, and you're locked in on going to the next level, you will win a grant. And so that's the importance of locking in on this information and understanding the strategies to help you get access to these grants, but most importantly, making sure that you're grant ready. All right, I'm going to go through this part really, really quick, you guys, so we can get ready for day 2. So this is how AI is going to change your grant journey. This is just an overview of what the next couple of days are going to look like. You can build out an entire team of AI agents that can help you with this grant process. I am going to show you how to build these agents, which are AI agents. None of these people, only one person is human, that's Joy. I am going to show you how to build this out where you have people, you're going to go from business owner to CEO, type CEO in the chat. I'm going to show you how to delegate the tasks because as CEOs, we delegate. We work smart, not hard. We delegate. So I'm going to show you how to go from business owner to CEO, how to hire your first grant employee to work within your business is actually going to go out and find grants, write grants, create relationships. And then we're going to go over some different tools that you can use to help you get access to grants. We're going to talk about the battle between ChatGPT and Claude. We can't avoid it. We're gonna talk about the battle between ChatGPT and Claude. Perplexity is an amazing resource. Gemini, I use Gemini like it's my assistant. Gemini is my assistant. I hit a button on there and I say, hey, put this on my calendar, and Gemini does it. Hey, remove this from my calendar. Hey, schedule this call, and Gemini is doing all of this work for me as if it's my assistant. People are like, Coach, hey, how do you stay organized? How do you know you got to be in DC tomorrow, and Houston next week, and Puerto Rico in 2 weeks? And I'm like, Gemini. Gemini keeps me updated. As soon as somebody texts me and they're like, Coach K, can you speak in Atlanta on May 16th? And I say yes, I just go directly to Gemini and say, hey, add this to my calendar. So Gemini, I use it as if it's my personal assistant to help me in my business. Grammarly, checking your grammar, making sure that your answers don't have AI in it. Canva AI is huge for creating flyers, creating websites, creating marketing material for your business. Somebody asked me the other day how to market your business and where to go to market your business. Canva AI is so impactful for that. And then we're going to go over some other tools like Beautiful AI. Otter AI is where you can actually record. So if you are, let's say you're at an in-person mastermind, you're in Atlanta, Georgia at this in-person mastermind, and you want to make sure you're able to take notes and take this information, you can put Otter AI on your phone, press play, and it would turn it into a transcript for you so it takes notes for you. People learn differently. So if I am somewhere, I want to make sure that I'm locked in and listening without taking notes. And then I want to go back in and review the notes later. I know this sounds crazy, but I want to look at you as you're speaking. Somebody else take the notes for me, and then I go back and I put the two together. That's what Otter AI does for me. Zero Chat GPT is a tool that we're going to use to make sure that nobody knows that we are using AI. So if you're on this call and you are questioning if you can use AI to get access to grants for your business, we're going to show you how to use Zero Chat GPT to make sure that AI is not detectable. Whisper AI is where you can talk to ChatGPT AI. I'm a country girl. I got the strongest Southern scent ever. You will hear it as I talk. But with Whisper AI, it's able to pick up my information. It's able to pick up what I'm saying, convert it into text, and I'm able to put it inside of different tools. We're going to use Manus AI. Manus is where we are going to create pitch decks and pitch presentations to help us in our business. If you feel like you are grant ready, type ready in the chat. If you feel like you are grant ready, type ready in the chat. I love it. I love it. I love it. I see some questions in the chat. This is what I want you to do. I cannot go through and answer the questions in the chat, but what I will do is I will answer those questions in VIP tomorrow. So my request from you is to take those questions that you have. Take those questions that you have, write it down. Take the questions that you have, write it down, and tomorrow in VIP, I will answer those questions for you. Can we do that? Can we do that? Okay, perfect. Perfect. If this has been amazing, great day 1 filled with $1 million information, and you're ready to take action, type action in the chat. Type action in the chat. Now, I will tell you this, couple things. You're going to have homework every single day. You're going to have homework every single day. Actually, not only are you going to have homework every single day, every day you're going to have a grant to apply for it too. Talk about pushing you out of your comfort zone. Talk about pushing you out of your comfort zone. So today, what I want you to do, your homework is going to be to make sure you go in the Facebook group. We have a Facebook group for everybody that's in the challenge. Facebook group for everybody that's in the challenge. Inside of this Facebook group, you're going to have to introduce yourself. Now, not just a regular intro. You're going to have to record a video and introduce yourself. Selfie style. Hold it up, selfie style, and just say your name, your business, what you do, just a quick 30 to 60 second summary about you. Simple, right? We can do that, right? We can execute, right? Okay, cool. Cool. The next thing you have to do is I want you to go to this website. I want you to apply for a grant. And I want you to actually, how do we want to do this? I want you to go to this website. What's today? Monday? And I want you to apply for this grant. As you apply for this grant, I want you to go in the Facebook community. And I want you to say, I applied for my grant. Maybe take a screenshot and show us that you actually executed. Somebody that completes their homework will get a special prize from me tomorrow. Here is the link from the grant. Here's the link for the grant. Uh-oh, it's not coming up as a link. Thank you, team. When you go on the website, this is what it's going to look like. We're going to apply for, don't sign up for like any paid services. No paid services. This should be free. No paid services. We're signing up for the free service, okay? We're signing up for the free service. When you go on this page, it's going to look like this. It's Hello Skip. We are going to apply for the 1K Instant Grant 205. Go to Interested, complete application. It's going to allow you to complete. All you got to do is answer these couple of questions and hit submit. Now, with this grant, they give it out every Tuesday and every Friday. You have to make sure you are live on the call tomorrow to see if you are the grant winner. They'll tell you all the times and all of that when you apply. Okay? So your homework, go to the Facebook group, introduce yourself. Second part of your homework, actually submit and complete a grant application and show us proof that you did it. And I have a special surprise for somebody in the room. All right. I'm going to turn it over to my team, you guys. Thank you for an amazing day one. Tucker might have something else that he wants you guys to do. So just make sure you stay into the end because he's always full of surprises. He'd be like, I got this giveaway. I just charged Coach Day's card and I'll be doing nothing about it.
Yeah, we're giving away a jet, just so you guys know. Coach is paying for a jet this week. So anyway, everybody give it up for Coach real quick. Give it up for Coach. She's amazing, giving out so much value. Phenomenal, y'all. Listen, was this a great way to go ahead and start out the week? Was this amazing? Yes, I love it. Okay, cool. So just a reminder, some of you all are asking where the Facebook group is. I'm going to pause the chat for a brief moment. Team, can we drop that link one more time in the chat? There we go. Click that blue link that's in the chat right now. Click that blue link that's in the chat right now. Go ahead and join. I'll give you all about 10 seconds to click it. Our team will admit you in there and get you settled. All right, go live, do that. But this is what I want to say. I need you all, if you want to upgrade and get access to the replays, I need you all to go ahead and do that now. You're like, Michael, why? Because in about 2 or 3 hours, we're going to be emailing out and sending out the replays. Okay. So in 2 or 3 hours, once Mark, I don't know if Mark's in here, he's probably sleeping, but Mark's going to go ahead and he's going to send it out to everybody. All right. And so, no, he's here. He's awake. I seen him in the chat. So he's going to go ahead and send it out to everybody. If you are a lifetime member, you do not need to purchase VIP. If you are a lifetime member of Coach K's community or an inner circle member, AKA Academy, you don't have to purchase. We will give you access today. All right. So we got you. We're going to send it after. But for those of you all, you're not lifetime members, you're here and maybe You just got a random link to join, or maybe you're here and you jumped in and you're like a monthly member of our community, you still have to upgrade if you want lifetime access to the replay. So team, drop the link real quick in the chat for those that want to upgrade to VIP. It is $97. It's not for everybody, but it's for those of you all that you want to go back and watch the replays for life. The replays are going to be in the Facebook group for everybody else until probably like Sunday night or so, okay? I haven't decided yet. I'll let you know, but it probably around Sunday night. So if you're here and you're not VIP, you can watch the replays. You can watch it back. Go to the Facebook group. We got you. All right. So Dorothy, email our team. If Dorothy says I purchased VIP and I'm lifetime, Dorothy, we got you. You can just email our team. I'll put the link in the chat and we can help you. All right. So if you are already VIP, go ahead and let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat if you're already VIP so I can shout you out. Would love to VIP. Okay, Benjamin, Tawny. Okay, Sherry. Let's see, Allison. Okay, I see y'all. Elaine, Eric, Gloria. I see y'all moving. You're moving and shaking already. So tomorrow, I want to let y'all know we're starting back. We're starting back at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time again. All right, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I got something for y'all. We're going to come and do a morning mindset call in the morning. Coach always does these. It's a tradition. She does these morning mindset calls to get your head in the right space and to keep you motivated, keep you excited. So tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Coach is going to go ahead and she's going to bring in a guest speaker for a morning mindset call. Okay. So tomorrow at 8 a.m., if you're registered for the summit, you're going to get the link. It'll also be in the Facebook group streamed. Okay. So go ahead. There's some of you all who haven't even got a free ticket yet for this event. If you haven't even got a free ticket, you need to go to team. Can we drop the link for the free ticket? I think it's like aiandgrants.com. Did I get that right? Reach. There we go. AI and Grants, Levi, thank you. aiandgrants.com. So if you haven't even secured your free ticket, you need to go there and do that. But tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're doing a 1 hour morning mindset call. And then tomorrow night, we're coming back from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Does that sound good, everybody? Does that sound good? All right. So we got so much to do tomorrow, so much to learn. Be in the room, be present. Go execute on this information as soon as possible, y'all. We will see you tomorrow for day number 2. All right. Day number 2. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you soon.